Hi, and welcome to Creative Pizzazz. This is Leslie. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm doing a project and I'm using some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. And this is the 40 millimeter flower. Wait, it's either the 30 or the 40 millimeter flower. Rose, and it's absolutely gorgeous as it is. This is the white ones, but I love getting the white ones and then using either my homemade shimmer mist or some Lindy Stamp Gang. And today I'm using this is Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst Spray Ramblin' Rose Red. But you know, honestly, for all my Lindy Stamp Gang, I should have bought the ink pots, which come in little containers like this, because I paint them on more than I spray them on, and because it's just more economical use of the product to me. I don't have all this waste going around, you know, on the paper towel, for example. So for this Wild Orchid Crafts Rose, what I'm going to be doing is I just want to add a deep pink center, and then I want to touch the edges of the flower in pink as well. So I just want to give it a little bit of color. So I'm going to be just I'm dipping my brush down into my bottle here, and I'm getting a little bit. Now, one thing that I have done, and I'm going to do it again because my husband came in and interrupted my video, and so I had to start over. Luckily, I hadn't started on my flower. Is I saturated it really well with water, and what you're seeing is about 4 or 5 sprays, but I probably did 15 or 20 sprays. Because I want it really saturated, because I want, this is a really stiff rose, and I wanted the petals softened just a little bit so that when I touch my ink to the leaves, to the petals, that the color will bleed in. And you can see that happening there. And I just want it to bleed a little bit on the other petals, but on this center part, I really want it to get down in. So I'm going to just continue pressing my brush on the edge of the petal. What? Those are good, yeah. Very good. So I'm just going on the edge of the petal. And touching it. And I'll just continue doing that around each of the petals. I may actually get a smaller brush. Make sure you wash your brushes out really quickly with water when you're using your Lindy Stamp Gang, because the mica powders can sit in and actually dry on your brushes. And it doesn't exactly ruin them, but they don't exactly work great after that either. So I got this smaller brush here, and I'm just, again, going around and touching the edges, just the edges of it. And I love the way, exactly how this one did. I don't know, I'm going to try to get a little closer. Yeah, you can see that. See how it went in and it's kind of bleeding. That really reminds me of a real rose. Over here on the floor. I only have a half a bottle of this Ramblin' Rose Red left, because when I was mixing it up the other day in the kitchen, you have to add hot water to it, so I was in the kitchen, I was doing that, and I don't know, I sat it down on the counter, I turned around, and I was I don't know, putting more water. I don't know what I was doing. I was reaching for the spray nozzle, I don't know, knocked it over. It went everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere in my kitchen, all down the front of my dishwasher, all over the floor, all over the front of like 6 or 7 cabinet doors, all over the floor. And it cleaned up pretty well, but you have to use a cleaner to actually clean it up, because your perfect pearls or Lindy's Stamp Gang, anything that you use to make your shimmer mist with, they have a glue of some sort in them, whether it's you know, if you make it homemade, you use glossy accents, or you can use hairspray or gum arabic, whatever. And so you have to use a cleaner to actually get that stickiness off your floor. And still to this day, I have a pair of socks that have red shimmer on them. Yep, I do. And my dishwasher, every time I run it, it seems like more Lindy's shows up, because there'll be drips of pink when you open the door of the dishwasher. I don't know how it got on the inside, but you know, it'll be drips of pink and you'll see that. So I don't know, it's kind of crazy. So what I'm going to do when I get through painting these, I'm actually going to be quiet for the rest of the video, and that way I can fast forward through, so you won't have to see me sitting here painting it. And when I get through painting them, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it again with maybe some clear shimmer mist. It's just a homemade shimmer mist that's clear. Or I may use the Royal Amber Fire by Lindy Stamp Gang, which is a glitz spritz, which means it's just the shimmer. And that's what my homemade shimmer spray is it's just white shimmer. And so I'm going to do that. And what that will do is help to bleed this just a little bit more down into the leaves. And then it will be all fixed. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray just my shimmer mist, which is for me, it's just it's a frost white shimmer paint, but you can also use acrylic metallic pearl paint and add that to some water, and basically you get the same thing that I have, which is just shimmery. You can't tell how shimmery that is, but it's white, it's clear shimmer. This would be basically like your lace for glimmer mist. But doing that on top, you see that I don't know if you could tell that, but it has toned down the pink, and it's helped it bleed just a little bit more. And I think it's just gorgeous. Okay, so that's my tutorial for doing a two-toned dipped rose for Wild Orchid Crafts. Thanks for stopping by.